Welcome over to the channel. How you guys all doing? I hope everyone is doing well. So there's been quite a controversy on War Thunder. It is quite sad what's happening at the moment. And I never thought that the player base would come to this. I've been complaining for years. If regulars that come to my stream and that know how I carry on about War Thunder. Before I read through this article, I just want to state something. This is the controversy, one of the big controversies, and there's a lot of things I don't agree with in this article. And I've been playing the game for quite a while. I've got like almost 3,000 hours in the game. So I come from a time when I started playing this game, I would log in and I would spend 8 hours a day, even longer, playing this game because it was fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would carry on, and that's what made me decide to make YouTube videos about this. And it was a different time. It was nice. Now today, when I think about opening the game, I start... I don't know what's the correct word. I start thinking, am I gonna have a good game? Am I gonna feel like I achieved anything? Am I gonna enjoy it? And it's not enjoyable anymore. Really, as you guys can go back in my channel's history and you can look, I used to upload videos like it was going out of fashion. And over the past year or so, I've backed down because it's becoming such a pain to upload videos. Yeah, the player base has grown, but it's not because of the player base, guys. My opinion, the player base should make it actually easier to grind out things because there's more people online. I remember when they closed down the South African servers because there wasn't enough players. And that's about the time I really started getting about the game. And then when I logged in again a while back after that, I noticed they'd reopened the server when the player base started climbing again. And that's when I hopped back onto the game. And since then, it's become a downhill. I don't follow all the drama on War Thunder because I'm not a channel that's about that really. But I think it's time that we, as the player base, stand up and fight for what we want in this game. It's not our game. Don't get me wrong, and that's the statement that I'm saying. It's War Thunder's game. They own the rights and everything to it. But if you're like me, I've spent thousands and thousands of rands in this game. And that's literally not a metaphor. That is actually, I've spent thousands of rands in this game. And rands is a lot of money for us. To go pay so much for a premium pack, 800-900 rand. It's a shit ton of money for something you're going to never see in real life. So I feel I'm invested in this game. I feel I've put effort in towards this game. I don't know if I've attracted anyone to come and play this game. But I feel that I've done something towards this game and this community. I've tried to show it off in all the great points that it has. But I just can't keep doing it. And that's what I'm trying to get through to my community. Why I'm trying to get into other games. Because War Thunder is destroying itself from the inside out. And it comes back to store packs and the economy. It comes back to that. Because this article, we've read through it a million times and we've gone through it a million times. But what's happening now is you're getting new guys coming in and playing the game. And you start off at rank 1. And now they see Russia, they see Germany, they see the US, and they run there and they play. But they get bored of early tier. And yeah, so what they do is they run to the store, they buy a top tier pack, and they get blasted. I've seen it so many times. Then they see, oh, aircraft is OP. There's nothing that you can stand on the other side of the map, like with a heli, and you can fire a missile through to the other side of the map and kill a player. He's grinding Musha RP and a hell of a lot of silver lines that way. The great game is broken. It needs fixing. I'm going to read through some. I don't know if I must read through all of this. We've seen it a million times. But there's some pieces here. Players' progress is essential. You can't give players everything at once because it will overwhelm them and make the game very difficult for them. They will just leave, and neither immediately, almost, or almost immediately. This has been tested by us many times in different ways. Many applications of our game, later vehicles are most always more difficult to learn and to play. Tactics in the game controls, and with its hit capabilities, progress provides opportunity for gradual learning and engagement with players. Without it, the game will lose players right from the start. Bullshit. Yes, there is some truth to that, but there's also some bullshit in that, guys. And I'm going to call it out. I don't know if anyone on YouTube has called it out yet. It's just what I've come back to. Either you come into the game and you don't have money to buy a premium pack. Okay. This is why I've always hammered on the battle pass. Okay. Now listen, hear me out, guys. You come into the game, you start off whichever nation you want. Like most people run for the big nations. I ran for Britain, and I started playing as Britain. And from there, I ran to the smaller nations because I kind of do enjoy the smaller guys. They are a lot more fun, to my opinion. But anyway, you come in, you start playing. The economy is fucking you up. Straight English, straightforward. The economy is fucking you up. You're not getting anywhere. So what's your options? Either you take out the $80 and you go buy a premium pack. But now, Gaijin doesn't tell you, we suggest you buy a premium pack at the BR you are played. Or a Golden Eagle pack at where you are played. No, they leave you. Okay? So you run straight to top tier helis, top tier jets, top tier tanks. And you spend the $80 because that's what they want from you. They want to milk you. Okay. That's what they want. So you buy that, and I've done it. I'm doing it currently. I'm busy testing Etheria. I've got top tier German and I've got top tier Russian tanks. And can I tell you, running a lineup with only one of those is going to screw your whole gameplay economics up. I think it's fun because I've got the silver lions to back me up at the end of the day. Okay? I wasted a lot on the crook system that they've got, but that's a video for another day. But I tested that theory out, and it fucks you up. It really diminishes your silver lions. But now comes the other hand of players, and I've got a lot of them on my channel. Okay, a lot of kids on my channel that play War Thunder. Their parents will not give them $80, equivalent to 1,000 rand. I don't know in other countries what it'll be equivalent to go buy a premium virtual tank. No bloody hell. I don't think you adults on my channel will allow that for your kids. Okay? Maybe like a birthday present or a Christmas present, or if you somehow win the lotto or something like that. Yeah. Then those guys come in, they play the game. They see they are getting absolutely slaughtered without doing the tutorials or doing anything. They just jump into the game and they run with it. That's why I did a little bit of a beginner's video, and I'll do the tutorials in the video as well. They get slaughtered, so what do? Uninstall the game and they go to something else. That's what happens. That's the honest damn truth about it. So, in addition, progression serves as one of the basic of how a game makes money. Basically, players pay for acceleration of progression. There they have said it themselves, what I've just said to you guys. What is happening at this moment. Which is a bullshit system. Now, don't take that wrong, guys. Don't take that wrong. I know a lot of people are not going to always agree with what I'm saying, but don't take me wrong. You shouldn't pay for progression. That is pay to win. Okay? If I wanted that, I would have gone to World of Warships, where I would pay to win. I don't want that. I want a PvP experience that is balanced and fair. I want a PvP experience knowing if I am in a tech tree tank and I'm facing a premium tank, I want to stand a chance against that tank. I don't want it to be so OP that it wipes the whole floor. I want a fair, balanced system. I've always said, and I will stick by my guns, packs in the store shouldn't be standard tech tree vehicles. It should be vehicles that are one of a kind. It shouldn't be because you see on the news now the Leopard 2 or the Leopard 3 is going to Ukraine and it's wiping the crap out of Russian tanks, oh, let's put that in a store pack. It shouldn't be that. It should be one of a kind. And it shouldn't be a visual mod. It should be a thing that was actually produced in a limited, very limited numbers. That should be a store pack. It should be niche. Not OP. Okay. The fundamental differences between paid games and fair play, free-to-play games that I don't understand. Games is that you don't have to pay to play free games, and mostly players don't actually pay. Yeah, that's a free-to-play game. Agree. But most players, a couple of years ago, they brought out a thing and they said that it takes 6 to 8 months or something like that before someone that actually plays War Thunder will actually spend money in War Thunder. Yes, which is correct. Which is absolutely correct. I was one of those people. I almost grinded out the whole British tech tree before I spent a dime in War Thunder. I wasn't going to go pay $80 for a vehicle, $80 for a vehicle, and I'm not going to finish playing War Thunder. But it has come now to that point where I feel like I'm not going to be able to finish War Thunder because it has become such a pain in the ass. So, I know I'm behind on this video. I was supposed to do it earlier, but I've just been gathering my thoughts and I wanted to do it properly. So yes, that is something you got to face. And I've watched a couple of YouTubers as well, bigger YouTubers than me. And I agree with a lot of their suggestions. Premium account, Battle Pass, GE. And we are forgetting a fourth one, the Gaijin Store, which is so damnly overpriced that if they can make the premium account a bit cheaper, if they can make the GE a bit cheaper, the Golden Eagles a bit cheaper, make it a bit more attractive. I've got a guy on my channel and he's on my Discord and he's a very close, I would call him a friend to me, very close to me. And he gets a limit like 200 Rand a month and he buys like GE with it. And then when he saved up enough, he buys a GE vehicle with that when it goes on sale. So maybe Gaijin can work around that. Not everyone has got the money, especially in today's economy that we're staying in, to just go spend as they please. So, yeah, there's lots of things. The Battle Pass, I've always said, is a great money thing, but they have destroyed the Battle Pass from 4 vehicles to 3 vehicles. And then, like, the video I was watching this morning, it is a copy and paste vehicle. We've had how many P-51 Mustangs added into the game? No kick on the Americans. Great plane, nice. It's a flying tank, I call it. We've had how many Centurions? Copy and paste stuff again. That's why the Battle Pass, in my opinion, is not performing. In the beginning, it used to be unique vehicles. It used to be nice vehicles. What else is there to touch on? The Gaijin Store is a great way. Guys, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, guys. So, yeah, I was ready to raise it. Yeah. We just take this. Guys, the thing is, with your Battle Pass, it was unique. Or why was it on the Battle Pass? I can't bought the Battle Pass. Was Gaijin Store is an overpriced, overrated flea market. That's what it is. There is great things there, but you can't afford it. Okay, most War Thunder players, about 80%, have never paid a dime into the game. Immediately when you say something like this, have never paid a dime into the game, is telling me, fuck you, you never paid anything, so I'm gonna go for you. That's what that sentence relates to me. Okay? Into the game, whilst played for months or years. Many of these players who have paid for something in the game don't pay every month and sometimes not even years. Nevertheless, all of the maintenance to be to the game, all of this is development service and support is provided by those players who pay. Whoa, guys. Why are people not buying things? Because for starters, the prices are overpriced. Second of all, the things that can become monthly things, you guys are screwing up, Snail. Bad Snail. Not good Snail, bad Snail. The things that can generate daily, monthly revenue for you, you have screwed up completely. Yeah, okay. Premium account, people wait for sale, then they buy a big premium account. Okay? But that's not the player's mentality. That is what War Thunder has planted in our heads. Wait for a sale, buy a premium account for the whole year. So, of course, person's going to spend once a year money in War Thunder and then at a discounted price. It is you that did it, War Thunder. No one else. You to blame for your own damn mistake. Packs. You guys have made the packs so expensive that we wait for sales, and even YouTubers that you guys sponsor come out and say, buy it when it goes on special because the damn prices are too high. You are to blame for your own mistake, War Thunder, for why no one buys anything in this game anymore, or why people don't want to buy. While they'll buy when it suits them. Because you made it that way. Okay, next one. In any game, players play only when they have fun. Really? Did you guys figure that part out all on your own, or did someone help you with that? Really? Take note of past tense, fun. When people have fun. But in an F2P free-to-play game, players only pay if the game really entertains them. No, not really. No. I'm having a shit ton with Scum, and I'm having a shit ton of fun with Deadside, but I'm not going out and buying the DLCs, because for starters, the DLCs in Scum are absolutely shit, and the DLCs in Deadside is just a kind of a pay-to-win type of thing, just to help you. So that is a bit of a shitty statement in my opinion. Yeah. Really it is. If your game is good and things work out the way, you will buy stuff in the game like I did. Go watch any of my videos. I always say to a person, the most important thing to have is premium account in War Thunder. It makes your grind so much easier. So yeah, I don't always agree with what you say. The players is already playing, already having fun. No, we're not having fun. The biggest YouTuber in War Thunder play daily in the history of War Thunder is even moaning and bitching. So we're not having fun. There's a serious problem. Okay. And players, if they want to support the game or try something new, which is at the same time not necessary to enjoy the game, otherwise they would just quit playing. Yeah, I kind of do agree, because I'm one of those people. I buy it to try something new. That's why you'll see on all my reviews and all my gameplays, I go for something that is not the same thing. Not a copy and paste vehicle like Gaijin keeps adding, and then they want to say they've got the biggest collection of vehicles in their advertising videos. If you go take out all the P51s, all the Leopards, all the T62s, all the Centurions, all of those copy paste tanks, what does Gaijin actually have? What do they actually have? Considering the less you have to pay to play the game, the more different prices, paid opportunities it should have. So these who can afford it can spend more. They're already. I think this pissed off a lot of people already. Just this who can afford it can pay more, and those who can't or don't want to can play the game for free and have fun. Now, from a point of business, guys, that's not how your mindset should be. Your mindset should be like, okay, guys, we've got this product. How are we going to get it out to people? The one way is having sales or specials. The other way is to make it look attractive, not by forcing the guys that pay to carry the people that don't pay. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. What I'm saying is, It is a divide thing. It doesn't work for the community. Your pricing should be in such a way, your advertising should be in such a way that it attracts, your gameplay should be in such a way that attracts people. So when I log into the game for the first time and I pick France to play with, I should be able to see on the side there, oh, there's nice Golden Eagle vehicles for sale. Oh, there's some nice store packs for sale. Screw Stream. Stream puts a 30% apparently markup on the pack. So who buys through Stream? You don't. You go buy it through Gaijin Store. But that's how it should be. It should be not priced that it's affordable. Priced that you can get your hands on it. It should be easy to attain. Not that you should milk the ones that can pay and leave the others. It should be a fair, free-to-play, fair game. There are many progressions and economical options in a F2P game. Not all of them are suitable for our game because War Thunder is about real combat vehicles, bullshit, which are not equal, different in power and capability. Yeah, we've noticed that. We've seen that last piece. We really have. We have seen how aircrafts can shoot you from the other side of the map. And you got anti-air in the game and you can do shit about it. We have seen how helicopters just hover behind a hill and the missile kills you from halfway across the map. Yeah, we've seen your implement of that. We've seen it. There's a fine line between realistic and gameplay and fun. There's a fine line. And you guys have stepped over that line. You've entwined that into one big fucking mess. Sorry for my swearing, guys. I'm sorry. But this is how I'm getting to the point of War Thunder where I'm actually thinking of leaving it because of these things that are happening in the game. And the community must come together. To quickly and roughly summarize the general practice of the economy and progress in our game. Vehicles should be unlocked gradually from simple and older to top, more complex later. I agree with that. I agree. But we go to the second line, and this is the question mark that many YouTubers and people have asked. The total of time to get your first top tier vehicle should be a balanced, not too long, not too short, number of game hours. How many game hours is that? How much money is that? Because let's face it, guys, if you don't have premium account, okay, you're going to suffer going through the tiers. If you don't buy a premium vehicle, you will suffer going through the tiers. I ran the whole British lineup until the Centurions, 8.7 I think, before I actually bought my first. And then I realized, gee, this premium account helps a shit ton. I put the test a couple while back ago to the theory again. I ran a long time without premium account. And you can watch my videos. Then suddenly I had premium account. Then it became much easier again. So, premium account helps a lot. But Gaijin doesn't try explain that to you. They don't try make it attractive for you to buy into that thing that can become a monthly thing for you. They don't think about that. They don't think about the vehicle's economy that affects your silver lines earnings from battle to repair cost. Now, I went bankrupt with the Conqueror. Everyone moans at me when I play the Conqueror because it's such an expensive tank to play. And it doesn't do much on the battlefield either. Even though technically that thing's supposed to be a beast. But it's the way Gaijin has implemented it. But I love playing it. And I will play it. But I've got a backup of Silver Lions to play the tank. And if I fall short, I know the methodology to go and farm Silver Lions to get out of that problem. But newer players don't know those ways of doing things. They jump into the German tech tree. They come by the equivalent. I don't know what the equivalent is in the German tech tree because I don't play it much. To the Conqueror in the British tech tree that will make you broke. And they get broke. It's a shit game. They've wasted 500 hours or whatever. They uninstall the game. They bugger off. That's the thing. What is the hours required? What is the balance? There's no balance. There is nothing. The player should, at the beginning of the game, root, while mastering the game, get new in-game equipment often enough. Yes, okay. I cover all War Thunder updates. Everyone on my channel knows it. I cover every single update. Okay, except for when my computer bombs up, but I cover everything that comes to the game. And I've been noticing a trend. You come in the rank reserve, you come in top tier. But when you see the videos, the trailers for the updates and that, it's all top tier things. The latest jets, the latest tanks, the biggest naval guns. And let's face it, naval, I love my naval, but it's still just a shooting festival. You park off where and you log your shells at that side and hope you got the bigger guns and the best shell. And you can kill the person. Naval is still a mix-up. But it is top tier stuff. So now I'm a new player. I see this video. Ooh, just check how fancy that looks. That guy's just flying around, dropping bombs everywhere. I jump in. Yeah, I get this, meet the scream, and it's reserve World War II tanks, beginning of World War II tanks. I'm like, what the hell? No, I go to the store and I buy a top tier vehicle for $80. That's what Gaijin wants. That's what they want from you. The last couple of years, it's been top tier. All updates have shown top tier vehicles. There has been nothing that goes back to the roots to show what War Thunder is actually about. War Thunder actually was about World War II vehicles. Yes, I know. And I said it on my stream Friday. That there is now one hell of an imbalance between top tier jets, top tier ground, and top tier naval. Now, War Thunder is rushing to fill in those blanks. And they are forgetting about the balancing issue. They are forgetting about the new players. They are just rushing to fill in those blanks to meet them up. Because how does the grind work? You grind vehicles, you grind air. They run hand in hand. And heli will come sooner or later also into that. Now, they are trying to do that. The French have been in the game for the longest time. And they're only getting their naval tech tree now. Israel was added not so long ago. They got their air tech tree, they got their ground tech tree, and they got their heli tech tree in virtually 3 patches. But other nations haven't. Because why? Those were the ones they were making money off. Okay. The game has to earn money. Yes, I agree. And I want to see the gamers succeed. I've put a lot of hours in this game. I really have, guys. I've spent a lot of money in this game because I want this game to succeed. This is a game I fell in love with. A game I enjoyed playing at one time. I mean, I would get home from work and I would sit 4 to 5 hours in front of this game, grinding out battle pass, grinding out events, grinding out dailies. I was strict on my dailies. But now I couldn't give a shit. I'll like log in, sit and look at the main screen and be like, no, I'm not in the, I can't handle this. I can't handle that. And I'll go out. And I'll go play something else. That's what's happening. Otherwise, it will be closed. Yes, it will be closed. And Gaijin, the ones who are going to close it is yous. You snail. The snail, you going to close it because you screwing it up. You taking a popular game that has got, I think, over 1 million players and you are destroying it yourself. No one else. No one else. And it must make money without paywall. Agree, but it is a paywall at the moment. If you think about it. Top tier jets that one-shot you from halfway across the map. No anti-air defense system that can really do. No proper tutorials that teach you how to use top tier anti-air defense systems accurately. Okay? It's a pay-to-win behind a wall, in my opinion. So you can play Identify without paying anything. Sorry, I read that wrong. So you can play individually without paying anything. So there is no deception that the game is free. No, the game is not. The game is free to download. You can hop in and play up until a point where you run out of SL. Then you're just going to uninstall the game and bugger off. Is that the type of game? I don't know how many trillions or billions of people are in this world, but that's not the right mentality to have, guys. Really, that isn't. When in fact it is not. Income should be provided, proved. Everyone the opportunity to play in multiplayer games with multiplayer modes, features. Yes, that's what the community is also hammering for. Increase the modes, the game modes. Give us more game modes. Yeah, they cost money to develop and it takes time. But at the end of the day, the reward will be better. I saw this morning a YouTube a post. I can't remember who it was by. He was asking, should we have ground battles without CAS and helis? I agree. I agree 100% with that, because it is killing ground at the moment. CAS, close air support, is killing ground at the moment. Really, it is. I mean, I'm an arcade player. I play a lot of arcade. So you've got markers, okay? It's not as hard as in realistic. So I will spawn in a plane when I've got enough points, and I would go around picking off soft targets, like anti-air systems. It spoils a guy's gameplay. Really, it does. I'm one of those people. I'm going to admit it. It spoils a guy's gameplay. He just died. He doesn't have enough points. He spawns in an AA because it's cheap. It's easy. So he can maybe get 1 or 2 kills in an airplane or get an assist. I come along and I fuck it up. I bomb him with a bomb or I shoot him with 50 cals. It's the honest truth, guys. It's what happens in this game. We all do it. You're destroying the game for someone else. And unfortunately, it's not really our fault. It is our fault because we know it's wrong. It's the snail's fault because they encourage that gameplay. Okay. Progress and economy should be as far as possible provided as a variety of vehicles encounters in battles. Otherwise, it is just boring. Yes, something I've hammered on for years as well. But once again, we come to the snail. Snail, can't you see you shooting yourself in your own shell? You guys encourage America, Russia, Germany. You guys encourage it. Yeah, you brought out the naval tech tree now after how many years? Shame. No one's really interested in naval because you can't even get naval under control. You can't sort the aiming out on naval, especially early tier naval. Top tier naval's a bit better with radar, but early tier naval is a bugger up. You guys are doing this to your own game. No one wants to play the smaller nations because of you advertising the bigger nations, because that's where you make the most money off. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. There should not be too many farming vehicles, and especially if there are, statistics strongly in battle or otherwise, only the same popular vehicles will appear. Absolutely agree. I'm at fault there again. As you got the German players with their Leopards, as you got the Americans with their Abrams, which you guys run and make money off. You put any type of shit in there and you sell it off for $80, $60. I'm the same. I run the PVKV2, the STRV 40 something, I can't remember the name. I farm with those vehicles because they are OP at that battle rating. Even if you increase the battle rating, it's still damn OP. I can one-shot Tigers, I can one-shot T-34s, I can one-shot Panthers, I can one-shot everything with that tank, the PVK. You guys encourage that. You guys have made those tanks in that position to be OP, that you encourage it. If like I said, I'd grind most of the British tech tree. I never found a farming tank in that tech tree yet. I went, I left, I played a couple of other nations, I came across those two. And I farm with those vehicles. It's you that encouraged it. It's you walked under that and put those vehicles in that position to be farmed. You made all the other nations battle against the T-34, the Shermans, the Panthers, the Tigers, but I found those two that can farm them. It's your fault. In the game with so many vehicles and modules, it is impossible to manually adjust the in-game economy. It is important that it obeys a specific rules and manually changes to them. Would skew vehicle effectiveness, making the vehicle bad and other much better than the average, and those effects will encourage in bad. Okay, all right, guys, all right. This is I'm repeating myself there. I really am, because this guy, what's his name? Karol Jodoskovich, okay, creative director of Gaijin. Dude, grab your PC, install a graphics card, okay, please, and play the freaking game, because you don't have a damn sense what you're talking about. You encourage this. You encourage some vehicles to be good, some vehicles to be bad, so you can farm money off of those nations, off of those vehicles. You did it. Gaijin, grab your computer and play the game a little bit. And then we can see. You've got Oxy that works for you. Great YouTuber. I don't know when last he's ever played the game. You got that other guy that YouTube that does the live streams with him. He's also a YouTuber and he also played the game at one time. Don't know if they still do. Play the game. See what's happening in your own game. You can't remotely control a business and not expect to know what happened. You need to be in it physically, not just signing papers. You encouraged all of these problems that are coming up here. You make some tanks look better than other tanks. You make other tanks OP more than other tanks. Like me, I can't play a Russian T-34, but I can hop in the Swedish lineup. I can play with that one. I can hop in the one in the German, the premium ones, in the German lineup, and I can have a good game with it. But let me hop in the Tech Tree variant one in the Russia. I get annihilated. You are the ones that encourage this. On basis of these, the economy is just adjusted. A arithmetical based statistic. That's your problem. You are worried about. I work for a big company, guys. Let me get this. Let me explain this. I used to work for a big company, the 4th largest mining company in the world. But I don't drink. But let me get another cigarette because this is annoying me. I'm gonna have to hop into Deadside and find 10 people to kill by the time I'm finished with this. I'll be right back. Okay, guys. So, like I said, I worked for this big company. It was like the 4th largest mining company in the world. Okay, worked for them for 18 years, and they would bring out stuff from head office. Okay, and it would be nice and fancy, but what would actually happen at the ground level was never what they brought out from head office. It never worked out that way. That's the problem with statistics. This company worked with everything to a comma, dot, and it would run off statistics. We see this happy, but what actually happened was a different story. Same situation here with War Thunder. They see, oh, the Tiger is getting 5 kills in a game. It's doing so and so. We need to drop either the RP or we need to increase the BR. That's what they see. They are not seeing at the base level that there are 500,000 people running with the Tiger tag because they have advertised the Tiger tag as this machine, this OP tag. They don't see it. Okay? Statistics doesn't tell you the full truth. I can hop into the Tiger. I can have a horrible game. I can't ricochet shots with the Tiger. I can't survive with the Tiger. But other people can hop in that tank and have a brilliant game. It also comes back to skill, what I haven't touched much on. The horrible tutorial of War Thunder. Early tier is there for a reason. It should maybe take a bit longer to start pushing up to the other tiers. Okay, that's how it should work. So you can start. I learned how to shoot with the British tanks because they got solid shot, and solid shot is the most awful shot in the game. I went over to Sweden to find out that they had a better shot. I can almost one-shot early tier tanks with a reserve tank. I was like, what the hell? How the hell does this balance it out? But anyway, statistics don't tell you everything. Come back to the player base. Hear what the player base wants, what the player base is needing. You are implementing things that are not in line with what we think is needed, or the community is not in thinks is needed. About once every couple of years, we revise it. It's global as the new vehicles are added to the current trees, and the rest of the time, to lesser degree, correct the economy using accumulated statistics. Statistics. I hate those things. I hate them with a passion because it doesn't tell you the full truth. You think a statistic is so brilliant and so good. Meantime, it is useless. It only tells you what the computer sees. I've said it before. I'm not a big YouTuber. Leave my name out of it. But the other YouTubers, Ash, Takenstein, Play Daily, European Canadian. European Canadian is, yeah. Go to those guys. Go to them. Tell them, guys, we want to set up a committee. I don't know if there is something like that. I don't know. Okay. We want to set up a committee. We need to fix the game. Get feedback for us. Tell us what needs to be changed. That if there's any nonsense, we go back to those guys as a community and we fight with them. I'm not going to tell War Thunder how to fix their game. They know how to fix their game. They just don't want to do it because it's their money that's going to be affected for the time being. Okay. Current progress and economic systems is not only possible systems for game. Economic participants are also, for example, systems based on randomness or on the exchange of virtual objects between players. However, with even consideration limitations on different platforms associated with these options, any such significant change are unlikely to be well received. After all, our community is formed of people who accept the current economic progress. Any basic principles, or rather, they may even like it in general. Bullshit. No one likes the economy as it is now. In terms of key parameters, okay, this is more about the statistics. Revision of 3 times, and it's probably the next one. This work will take weeks. Planning in the second half of summer. Okay, we're not going to read that. A few words about reviewing bobbing as a method of communication. Words about okay, guys, that is basic what I'm going to touch on. So, what I am coming back to, we have gone through this whole thing. I know I'm late to this party, but I wanted to just consider my thoughts. I've read through it several times. I just wanted to get it clear out. War Thunder, you have screwed up the game. Your implemented of things have messed up the game. People might not agree with me. If you don't, leave it in the comments. I will try explain myself to you. Okay. The free-to-play. Yeah, the game is free-to-play. Now, this is the conclusion. Okay. Free-to-play. The game is free-to-play. You go, you download it, and you play it. I don't agree with what they were saying that people read reviews. I don't read reviews on Steam. I go onto YouTube. And I go watch something. If I want to play a game, I'll go watch on YouTube. Before I got into War Thunder, I was playing RTSs. And I wanted something different. I don't know how I came across War Thunder, but I came across a YouTuber with War Thunder. And I started watching his videos for quite a while. And then I decided to download the game. And then I played the game. It was the same with World of Warships. I watched a couple of YouTube videos on it, downloaded it, and I played it for a bit. And then I came over to War Thunder. Okay. But before that, I also played one of these tank games on my phone. But yeah, then I got stuck into War Thunder. And then when War Thunder started going bad, I started looking for different options when it started becoming a pain. And then I started looking at DayZ, but DayZ was too expensive for me. So I decided, I looked at other options, and I came across Scum, and I got Scum. And I started playing Scum. Scum is nice, but I wanted to put something else on the channel now because I see War Thunder dying. So I decided to move on to Deadside now. So Scum and Deadside. I wanted more of a PvP experience. I wanted a better gameplay. Scum is nice, but it's got a bit of problems. But we're not talking about Scum. We're not talking about Deadside. But I'm just explaining to you that I don't read Steam reviews. Very seldom do I, if I do it at all, really. I go on YouTube and I watch YouTubers playing the game. And that's my mindset. 90% of the people on my channel watch videos that I post about reviews and take my word on what I am saying about a vehicle coming in a patch and what I think about it. That's why people subscribe to my channel. That's why people subscribe to other YouTubers' channels. Because they take the YouTuber's word on what's coming to the game. So, at the end of the day, I don't agree with what they're saying. How? I'm not going to say how. I shouldn't say it like that. I'm just staying on my guns. Battle Pass, Premium Account, Golden Eagles. Those 3 things can make War Thunder a lot of money. Because this is what they're talking about. They're talking about money. But before they need to fix those things, they need to fix the economic of the game. Vehicle repair costs. If you are having a hard time repairing a vehicle, you're not going to stay around. If you're running out of Silver Lions, you're not going to stay around and focus on playing the game, because you're going to have to go buy GE at a very high price, especially from poorer countries, to buy silver lines. And that's a big waste of GE. From there, you can start playing the game, which is not how it needs to be. So it all comes back to the ratio of repair costs, what you win in a match, how you do in a match, how the vehicles are balanced for you to play that match. Okay. Now, if Gaijin just keeps advertising top tier, which it's a money maker, guys, because everyone's buying the top tier vehicles, the player base is going to diminish. That's why I stick with my lower tier. I love my lower tier to about 8. I can say I love from 8 to reserve. I love that. From reserve to 8. I love it. I love that tier. Because it's a flashed out tier. But it's not balanced. Because they add top tier, they got to make changes at lower tier to suit that. And they got to do that and got to do that. So they need to fix out the economic things. There are many vehicles that are heavily overpriced on repair costs. There are vehicles that in actual life, if they want to talk about simulator, realistic, that should wipe the floor from the minor nations, but aren't. Because they will buff those vehicles to make the minor nations, which they make their money on, to get more players over there. So until they find that balancing act, and I said this on my stream on Friday, until they find that balancing act, War Thunder will be a mess up. That is how it's going to be. War Thunder will have to appoint a team. And I would suggest the YouTubers, the big YouTubers, give it that job to them. Let them sit down and let them run through the nations and come up with a proposal. Okay, each vehicle. This is a suggestion. Rank 1. We set the repair cost at this. We set the earnings at this. So if you destroy a vehicle in rank 1, let's use you just a random, you destroy a tank, you get 2,500 silver lines. A balancing thing. The repair cost for rank 1, the first line, 1,000 repair silver lines. I'm just an example because you've got 3 spawns, so work it out, it's 3,000. The next one below that, let's say rank 1, complete. We set the repair cost at 1,500 silver lines. But your earnings in the battle, if you destroy a tank, let's say we set it at 1,000 silver lines. I'm just using an example, guys. An assist, let's say you get half of that. If you shoot down an aircraft, you can maybe make that a bit more or a bit less, depending on how you guys feel about it. Then when you go to rank 2, you set the repair cost at rank 2, a set rate. You set the repair cost, let's say, rank 1 is 1,000 repair. You set rank 2 at maybe 1,800 or 2,000. So you move down the ranks. But as you move down, you got to increase the rewards that you get from a game. So at rank 2, if you destroy a tank, you set the rewards because the repair cost of a tank in rank 1, let's say, is 2,000. You get an earning of 2,100. That's a suggestion. I know I said I wasn't going to make a suggestion, but it's just an idea. Something out there. But they should put people that actually play the game, that know what's going on in that like committee to balance out the game. Doesn't help Gaijin does it, because Gaijin doesn't play the game. They just hire an artist that makes a game, a guy in a programming room programs the vehicle, and they upload it onto the thing. They don't play the game. So guys, I've been talking now for 48 minutes, and I don't think I've achieved much. But this is my views, my thoughts, what I think about some of the problems that need to be issued out and lined out in this game. And yeah, let me know if you guys agree with me or disagree with me. If you guys want to hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe. And let's hope that we can win this problem, because I don't want to see this game going away. It's a game I fell in love with, and it's just a pain to play it at the moment. But I will keep everyone updated on updates and vehicles coming to the game and everything. And don't forget, on the 26th, I think it is, there's a boycott. I'm not sure what the boycott entails. I think it's a no login for that day. China apparently has got one big boycott. So let's stand united. Let's fight the snail. Let's get this sorted out. Let's get back to our game that we all fall in love with and we all want to play. Keep well, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.